Hello, people. Welcome to my channel. I'm Alicia. Welcome to Quilty Bird Piecing. I just come on to talk a little bit about what my new passion is, which is quilting. I'm a crafter. I have done many different crafts. I've done epoxy crafting. I've made jewelry. I've done epoxy cups, the stainless steel cups. I've made T-shirts, um, beading and jewelry. Like I said, I've done many crafts, and eventually they all just kind of fall off. The epoxy cups I stopped doing because it had to be done in my garage because it couldn't be done in my house, and there's no ventilation in my garage, so I could basically only do it when the weather was permitting. Things weren't too humid. It wasn't too hot that the epoxy would set up like immediately. It wasn't too cold that the epoxy would not set up. And so I was stuck in my garage in the worst of circumstances most of the times. And so I stopped doing that. Then I went to doing beading, and that just kind of made my nerves bad, putting all those little beads and little jewelry. It just wasn't working for me. And so I bought a Cricut machine, which I bought the Cricut machine when I was doing the epoxy cups to put all the different names and things on it. But I started using my Cricut machine to make t-shirts, and I quickly figured out that the t-shirt business was not for me. Then I turned to just doing nothing for a while and just watching different crafts on YouTube and Facebook and watching people do things, and I discovered quilting. Quilting has been my thing to do. I've only been quilting this year. Next month will be 2 years, but I've been watching quilting and learning about quilting for probably closer to 4, right around the time of COVID. So I finally started. I collected fabric for the longest, and I finally started, and here I am. Today, I want to do my first sew with me day. And the husband is watching the football game in the background. And if y'all hear that, I apologize. But I am going to do my first sew with me. I'm going to give you a couple of updates on what I've been working on. And then we will get right into it. I'm going to try to keep this at about 30, 35, 40 minutes, somewhere in there. I'm not a fast sewer. I'm gonna tell y'all now. I don't speed through stuff. I don't move quickly. I don't do any of that. I actually go slower. The more intricate the pattern is, the slower I sew. But I am going to try to take you guys with me while I do this. Now, as far as updates go, I have 4 ooh, this nail looks terrible in this camera. But I have 4 4 autumn or fall projects that I'm working on. Each of them is a quilt. The first one is going to be the quilted scarecrow. That's not quilting. This is how to build a scarecrow by Laura Holtz of Be in My Bonnet. I am going to work on, ooh, you can't see none of that. So I'm going to work on this quilt. I am about 7/8. Yeah, I, yeah, this cutting guide, honey, is fierce, let me tell you. So they're already through with the quilt, let me just say that, with the whole cutting. But this cutting guide is one. Wait, that's not the first page. This is the first one. So you have this page that tells you everything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am on. No, back here. Okay. I am here. Gotta do all these and these, and then I can start quilting. So I have to finish cutting. Let me reach over here and grab this. These fabrics into the particular cuts she has listed in the pattern. Um, yeah, I have them in order of what I have to cut. So whenever I get to the next one, I already put them in the order of how the cutting is. But yeah, I've cut up all the rest of it and have. Let me grab something really quick. Really sure. I have cut up all of that and have so far all of this fabric left from the cutting. So and my plan is once I finish all the cutting, of course, with this being an applique quilt and the way that she does the applique, I will likely not need any of this extra fabric going forward because it'll already be interfaced and the pieces will be cut. Hopefully. If I don't need any of this extra fabric nor that over there, my plan is to separate these into bins. I have bins for all my different colors. So my plan is to separate the decent sized pieces. So like this little here, if I can make that into a 2.5 inch square, then I'll keep it. If it ain't 2.5 inches, it's got to go. So, and anything that is in excess, like all of this, because it's folded a couple of times in here, I will cut those into what I have recently learned is called bricks to make like a scrappy quilt later. I've never heard of that before. I went to a quilt retreat last month. I will take the rest of what's in excess. So if it's a ton of it, I'll cut some bricks out of it and put it in my brick bucket so that I can make a later scrappy quilt out of it. So there's that. I'm going to stick that back in here where it goes. That is one of my projects. Okay. This is the other project, which is called Fall Gatherings. It is by Sandy Gervais. In one of my other videos, I showed you the quilt kit with all the different fabrics in it. I am going to start cutting that out. And I generally do my cutting through the week. I've decided that when I get off work and come home, because I do work a 40-hour a week, 40 plus hour a week job with UAB Hospital, which is the University of Alabama Hospital here in Birmingham, Alabama. So I will do the cutting for this one like through the week. So if I'm not taking a day, I'll take a day of sewing when I get off work, take an hour or two of sewing one day, and then another day I'll come in and this pattern and I'll cut. But this pattern is set up in like block of the month. So it gives you, let me show you a picture. It gives you the cutting, which you can't see, for each block separately. And so the first block is this one. So it'll give me the cutting for this one separately from the other. So it gives you each cutting with it. But I think it's adorably cute. I just like the little turkey lurkey at the top. He's just a trotting. So cute. The fabrics are very pretty, very fall-like. So that is the project that I'll be cutting out next to work on this fall. Project number, I probably should have got all this stuff for y'all before I turned this camera on because I didn't spend 10 minutes just going back and forth over stuff. Project number 3 is here. It is in the Celebrate with Quilts book. Can't see that either. Celebrate with Quilts book. It is called the Tessellate quilt. Let me find it quickly and show you a picture. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, it's actually way in the back. I had the book bound at my local UPS store, and so I'm going to make that quilt, which yeah, it takes a lot of fabric, a lot of different fabrics, but I have them all. I have all the fabrics I'm going to choose from. This is the quilt that's going to take me the longest because I will be pulling the fabrics per block, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's only 5. There's only 5 blocks. You're making 8 of one, 4 of one, 8 of another, 4 and 1. So 8, 16, 4, 24, 25 blocks. Oh, wait. I got that wrong. You're making 5 different blocks. One in a 9-inch, 8 in, let's see, one of each is going to be a 9-inch block. And then there are 8, 16, 24, 25, 8, 8, 8, and 1, 25 3-inch blocks. This is going to take me a while. So for each, I got it. So for each setting, I got that wrong. So there is 25 blocks. So for each setting, there's like, this is 4 blocks. The setting is here. And you're going to make 4 different 3-inch blocks to go in here. That's it. Then like for this one, the setting is out here and you're going to make 8 settings with 8 different in the middles in the middle. Yeah, this one is going to take me the longest here. Yeah, not feeling that. Now, when I think about it, I'm like, oh no, I didn't realize it was that. But I have already starched the fabrics that I'm going to use for this, and I'll do that. I'll show those fabrics in a different. I've shown them separately as I purchased them, but I will show them as I pull from them when I start making this quilt. Okay, I'm gonna put that right there. Last but not least is a quilt called what is it called? I don't want to lie to you. Get your name. Sweater weather. That is what it's called, and it looks like. I'm trying to find because I colored it, and I had to color it twice. Okay, where are you? Okay. So, and this is a free pattern that you can sign up to get in your email. So it looks like, wait. It looks like this. And that is actually partially my color palette. My color palette is a mixture between these colors and these colors. Oh, snickering doodle. Come back. Come back. What are you doing? Okay. And these colors. So the only difference is there's kind of a brighter pink and a brighter green that I will associate in with it. So this color palette is going to be what I use in here, 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 and there. And which way you go? Make you bigger. This brighter color palette, which you probably can't tell is brighter, but it's brighter with a brighter pink in it. I'm going to use that in the 5 corners. So here, here, the middle, there, and there. So I'll add in the colors in those outer areas. I think that's it. Let me make sure I got this the right one. Oh, I went the wrong way. No. I went the wrong way, my bad. So this color palette is what I'm going to do in those corners. So now you can see the brighter pink color, plummy kind of color. And so in the four middles, 3 and 4 middles will be kind of a darker, and I'll show you the darker theme. And then the corners will add in that brighter pink and brighter green in those corner areas. And they've done 2 weeks. So every Thursday, this is a sew along, it's a free sew along. So every Thursday, they send you a new block. The blocks are 20 inches each, and I think the quilt is going to end up being, the blocks are 20 and a half inches, 20 inches. They're 20 and a half, unfinished. They're 20 and a half inches. So they've sent out two. They release every Thursday. You sign up with, what is it called? It's called 9 Patch Collective. You go to the 9 Patch Collective website and you sign up for the Sweater Weather Sew Along. And every Thursday for 9 weeks, they send you a free block. The blocks are finished again. They're going to finish at 20 by 20. It's going to be a 60 by 60 quilt. But unfinished, they're 20 and a half by 20 and a half. So the first one, they're free. So I'm not showing anything I shouldn't in this instance. Is called Fleeting Seasons, and it looks like this. My version of Fleeting Seasons. What is that the back? Yeah, it is. Looks like this. I gotta bring that back. Let me stay back a little bit. My version of Fleeting Seasons look like this. Yay! I was very proud of it. It doesn't look as peachy as it does in let's see over here. Nah, the color is not quite the same on this computer as it would be in person, because this is not brown. This is more of a burgundy color, but it's reading kind of brown in there. And this is not a pale peach. It is literally like a peachy mauve, kind of a more brighter color. And this is like a pine green. This is about right, but it's just a little darker. And this is not a blue. It's more of a teal, light aqua teal color. So that's that one. Right now, what we will be putting together today, if I can ever get started, today is this one, which is called Sunstill. Which I don't have. Let's see. I got a picture of what my cuts look like. So, in my fabric for Sunstill is here. It's what I cut out. Kind of turn you so you don't get so much glare. So it'll be that. So it's more of the brighter coloring that I showed you earlier. So with that being said, I'm going to clean all these things off, and I am going to give us about 20 minutes worth or so worth of sewing and try to at least get, because I've already put all my pieces together. And I will say this, these patterns are amazing. They're very easy to read, very easy to follow. This other way. Very easy to read and very easy to follow. And let me set this somewhere. Let me hang it back over here. But they're very easy to read, very easy to follow, and they come with labeling tags in every pattern, because they have, that first one had an unbelievable amount of differently colored flying geese. So it gave you labels to put on each section and each flying geese so that you could keep up with it. This pattern did the same. because it has, as you saw, it had quite a few pieces for just this one block. So it comes with that. You don't have to try to keep up with it yourself. You don't have to try to label it yourself with your own little alphabets or whatever you want to use. It comes with labels that you just cut out and pin right on to your stacks. Even when you get to making the pieces. If you make a flying geese, there's a label for the flying geese. If you make a snowball, there's a label for the snowball because there's so many different pieces attached to them, which I found very helpful. Okay, let's see if we can finally get something done here. So I'm gonna take my first pieces. I feel good. Take a picture of it. So what have you guys been doing lately? I mean, like, have you been? Are you caught up on all your projects? Are you working diligently to get caught up? Have you started new projects? Are you working on the same ones? You know, are you sitting on your couch next to your husband watching the game like I probably would be if I wasn't here? No, are you playing with your grandkids? Is it raining? Because it looks out here, it is getting dark, and it looks out this window because I'm in front of a window. Out this window, it looks like it's about to rain on my head. It really does. I told you guys, I do not sew fast if I can help it. I could go a little faster than that though, because it's just a straight stitch. I am not a fast sewer. I just kind of move my way through, trying to make sure that my seams are correct and not frustrate myself. And with this one, I'm going to stop in between every placement because it's only one block. I could chain sew, but I don't really want to get too confused on what I'm doing. And I'm not gonna press until the end because I don't have any matching seams I have to worry about at this point. Have you guys found any projects that you want to start? I have been looking around. I'm not in any need of new projects. Number one, I'm not. I'm not in any need of anything else to sew, or anything else to put together. Lord knows I am not, but I do have a few things that I really want. I want. I have another quote that I'm gonna start too. It's called Red Sky at Night. It's another quilt along that I'm not gonna be able to keep up with because I got way too much going on with quilt alongs right now. But I do want to start it, and I am going to make it in. Oh my gosh, that's the wrong thing to do. In this. Well, you can't see that, can you? I'm gonna make it bigger. About yeah, okay. Okay. And this color palette with that dress that's behind it. So you still can't see that. This green makes things so funky and wonky looking. So that looks like that is actually more of a grape color. This is more of a violet, like purpley violet, little lighter than that color. Then this is a pink. And then this is more of a, there's another, oh, you can't, really can't see now. I can't get it right. Oh, did you go off? Really? Like for real, for real? Let me see if I can lighten it some. Maybe that'll help. When I put it up, okay. That's giving better color. So those colors are what I'm going to use. And the dress that you see in the back, the navy in the back is going to be the background. And the rest of it is going to be those colors right there. With the, I will probably take the pink looking color where you see the rose right there by my finger. I will probably take that color and use it in different shades of a light pink, purpley pink light color, and throw that in there with different shades of that. And my plan is to buy solids for all of these colors and then go into my stash and get prints to offset the differences in the quilt, because the quilt was designed to either be completely scrappy or two colored in the way that they have you cut it. So I've got to figure out my cutting because, like I said, it was designed to be either completely scrappy or two colored. So I got to figure out how I'm going to cut that to make sense. Since I'm not completely scrappy, I'm trying to make it make sense and everything. And then I have to get those prints to kind of offset how the blocks look different. So all the solids will be the same exact solids, same exact colors, and the difference in the blocks where you have the lighter highlights and the darker colors and the contrast is going to come from the prints that I have in my stash. Hopefully that's going to work. Sometimes my brain do more than what makes sense on paper, but um, we're going to try to make that be. We're going to try to make that look right. We're going to try our best to make that come out the way my brain is seeing it. But I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be able to make it. So I'm going to take the pattern. It is being bound at the UPS store at this time. And it has a coloring sheet in it. And I'm going to color it. I'm going to color it, and then I'm going to label each section where I want to put the prints and kind of make a little bit of little more interest in the block with the P. Color it and then put a P on each one that I want to be the prints so that I know how much I need to cut and where. I'm going to figure it out. This quote is probably going to take me a full year to finish because it is very, very, very intricate. It is some is it applique? It is piecing, EPP, and that's it. It's just EPP and piecing. But it is very, very intricate. You can either do it all pieced with the pieced blocks only, or you can do just the EPP blocks, but I want to do them all. So I want everybody to wish me luck with that. Because I got that one being bound. I have another one being bound, but I ain't quite sure. What I left two. I left three patterns to bind, and my mind is only telling me about one. I don't remember what the other two were. Oh, and I'm doing the Alice quilt. I'm not sure if I've ever shown this on my channel before, but it is called Alice Wonderland Sample Quilt. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. Maybe it's one at the beginning. It's made with, oh, there's one. It's made with all Liberty fabrics. And so what I'm going to do is join this Liberty Club. And this Liberty Club, you're supposed to get 10 FATEC if you were to do the block of the month with this company in Canada that ran out before I could get it. It was 10 fabrics monthly for $55. Negative. Not doing it. So you get 100 fabrics, right? And they're fat 16ths. They're not big fabrics. They're fat 16ths. I am going to just get this. There's another company that will give me 12 fat 16ths of Liberty Tourmaline fabric for $36 a month. And I'm going to do that. I'm on $36 a month it with 12 until I get to the 100 that I need. I'm going to use my own background that I have in my stash. And I'm going to use those fabrics to make these beautiful blocks. These are the fabrics that she was using. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And you would have gotten these fabrics in that block of the month. Not doing it. Changed my mind. Not doing it. So, but and she makes it so easy to follow because they are like, let me find something I can put in front of this. Ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing. So, like here, she gives you a picture of the block. Every page is made with the fabrics that she used. Every different fabric on every page. So you go back further. She used a different fabric here. That's the fabric she used. It shows you the placement, where it is. She gives you the cutting. She also has some corrections too. If you buy the book, there's some corrections on her website. It's Alice. Her name is Alice Caroline, and it's Alice Caroline's website. But there are already some corrections too. It's not a lot of them, but there are some. Like this one, I love too. I think this is just simply adorable. So it shows all my business. Don't look at it though. But anyway, all of us are all my business. It's all right. It's all right. But anyhow, the I will be doing this, but this will take over time too because this will come to me monthly. So as the fabrics come to me monthly, I will cut and make the blocks. I think the blocks are like 6 inches, so they're small. They're not really big. I think they're 6. Yeah, they're 6.5 inches unfinished. So I will be doing this as well, but this is like a love project. So it will take me a really long time to do this, as well as the red sky is called Red Sky at Night is what it's called. The other one I was telling you and showed you the color palette for. That's a love project too, so it will take me a really long time to finish them. This I just had to have though. And there's another one coming out, another book coming out. I'm doing less sewing and more talking, y'all. So there's another book coming out too that that's not what I'm supposed to be. That I'm looking it up on my phone so I can show it to you guys. Where's that book? And it doesn't come out until my birthday, which was very exciting for me. It is right. Where is it? Pat Sloan is going to be doing this, and I'm thinking of doing this. It's called London Town. Ooh, come out there. Oh, come out. Ooh, I can't see none of that. Let me turn that down. Hold on. Let me fix this lighting again because that was terrible. Let's try that again because that was about horrible. It's called London Town, and I love it, and I'm going to do it. I get the book. They have it at Amazon. And the other one that I was looking at is this one. It's not out yet. It hasn't released yet. It's called Julia McLeod Patchwork Luxe. So these quilts, this is off of Amazon site, so I'm not showing anything I shouldn't have. These quilts are beautiful, and she took neckties and sari silks and some other stuff. She took apart. Look at this. Let me go over a little bit on it. Look at that. Ridiculously pretty. And this is all like reclaimed fabric that she found. Here's another one that I just love. Look at this. Beautiful. The book releases on my birthday, which is September 25th, and that was just it was a giver. It releases on September 25th, so I purchased it so that it can ship to me for my birthday. What an awesome gift, right? Right? I'm so excited about it. But this book is one that I'm going to get, and I'm going to have to And I'm gonna finish this one. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one row, and then I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm doing more talking than sewing. This is why I don't do sew with me, because I like to run my mouth, and then I can't sew and talk at the same time. I don't generally do that. I have to figure that out. I get a little focused on the words and less focused on the sewing. Just bear with me, people. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm still a work in progress. I still am. We're gonna get there. So let me get back to the quilting, the sewing rather. Oh no. And I guess I'm nervous because I don't want these awkward areas of no speech. Because, like I said, I get more when I'm doing the sewing. I'm further into the sewing than the talking. But when I'm doing the talking, I'm doing less sewing than I am talking. I don't know. I ain't yet figured out how to do both at the same time. I'm gonna press this row with my. Wait a minute. No, what you mean? Why you feel like this on? Oh. Taking a look over here, it's looking like Bama whooping up on Wisconsin. Okay, and here's our top row. Just gonna lay it right there while I put this other one together. And like I said, I don't which way you supposed to go? I don't generally I generally press as I go. I'm not pressing this one as I go. Just simply, why are you here? Hold on, let me fix this top right here. I think it went a little awry. It went a little awry. It was looking a bit odd. It was when I opened it up. Better. Okay, so now we're going to add our ever piece. We are here, and we are adding, yeah, we are adding this piece here. Make our corners match. Make sure you're not. Should be, there you go. Trying to nest these two seams correctly. Oh. What have you guys eaten good lately? I am sitting here sewing, and I'm fairly hungry as I sit here trying to think of what it is that I'm gonna go to the kitchen and cook for myself. I need some good. Oh, that's great. So I need some really good ideas on something good to eat. I am going to be. I have been on one of those weight loss shots. One of those. Well, I've been on. What is it called? Zepbound, which is now causing my blood sugar to fall a bit lower than it should be falling. So I'm not able to finish it. I'm finishing out the prescriptions that I have, and I will have to go to a different mode of weight loss moving forward. But I will say that I have lost a little over, it's gotten sick. I have lost probably close to 60 pounds in my weight loss journey, not just on this shot, but in my weight loss journey, I have lost close to 60 pounds. That being said, I have probably about 30 more before I feel like I have met my own goal. Most people think that I've done enough, that I talk to, like, stop there, stop there, stop there. I'm not at a stop there point for my own personal goals. I'm on a, I've accomplished a lot, but I still have a good 30 pounds before I feel like I've done everything that I want to do. So, that being said, I am going to try, I was going to try to do keto diet again. For most people, keto works fantastic. For me, it didn't do much of anything. It did it didn't do what I was thought you'd see. For the other people that I know that have been on keto, it did sight wise. I could see what was happening to them. For me, I couldn't see it. Um, Metabolism wise, when you counted water weight and all that other stuff, you could see it when I went to the doctor. But when I'm looking at myself, I wasn't seeing any movement. Clothes wise, things weren't moving otherwise, but apparently it was working internally differently. And it was very discouraging for me when I did it the last time. I'm considering doing it again, considering that I've already made progress in other ways. I have 5 more weeks of shots left. So I say that before everybody that ever, if you've ever taken one of these shots, you only get 4 a month. Well, oh, this fingernail is driving me insane the way it looks. Let me hold my hand. But you get 4 shots in the box, and the shot that I've been prescribed at 10 is what's dropping. 10 milligrams is what's dropping my blood sugar too low. So my husband, who is a paramedic, works under nurses, and draws medicines and stuff every day, is splitting my 10 milligrams into 7.5 milligrams so that I can have something, I can finish out my program that I have without um, dropping my blood sugar so low that I pass out. So he's splitting them. I would not advise anybody else to do that, but that would be how I would say that I have 5 more weeks left, because literally I have 5 more weeks left worth of shots, whereas most people would get them 4 at a time. So I have 5 more weeks of that, and then I need to focus on what I'm going to do thereafter. And so that's what I'm trying to find. So anybody that has any ideas on a good plan going forward, or some good keto recipes that or good 80% keto recipes, because keto is limited. It limits what I can eat, which is um not a good thing for me, because I'm culinarily trained, and I like a variety of things, and I get bored quickly with the same thing all the time. So if you can just, tell me some good things. Now I'm already at a point to where I only eat about a cup worth of food, if that, like a measuring cup worth of food at a time. And I don't think that's just a shot. I think that is just what my habits and my body has gotten used to. And that's kind of where I've gone with my whole eating process here in the last, even before I started the chef, I had already stopped eating. I haven't been a snacker. Here's our next row. And this row goes, let's put it together so we can see if we can see it. Let's put you here. I've seen Arkansas girls do this, gals do this, and you here. And so it does that, I think. Wait, that. So we're here. Something like that. Yeah, right there. It does that. So we'll go ahead and put those two together and move on forward. Oh, I didn't do that right. Oh, let's fix you. We gotta take you that way, you this way, and you don't have one. Just these two. I gotta move my seams back in a different direction. You gonna oh may work if I did you right. Okay. Okay. Get that on. Where are we now? I think I shall just stop here, you guys, because I am at about 46 minutes now, and I have to figure out how to edit because I don't really know how to do that. So I'm gonna try to edit this down to be a shorter video, and then hopefully next time I come on, I'll have this finished, and we can move on to something else and maybe sew again together another day. Thank you so much for dropping by my channel. If you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, commenting, I read all the comments. I comment on it. I respond to every comment that I get. I read them all. If there's something that if there's a so long that you're doing or a pattern that you're doing that you would recommend me doing, let me know because I just try to find stuff here, there, and everywhere. I just follow people on YouTube and I see what they're doing. If I would like what they're doing, and I will go with that. Then I will say this: this quote that's on the wall has got to be finished because I've had it for way too long. After starting it, and I have got six, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven more of those. Wait, wrong way. Go back to up the other right there. Those those leaves to do, and then I can put all these rows together and get it up. So when I finish with this one block, I will be off to the races on those leaves before I get back to cutting on the Lori Holt. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Much love from me to you. I wish you a great week, best crafting in all of your crafts, the best quilting week that you can have. God bless you. And I love you guys. Mwah!